Returner decides to field it. And the coverage team gets him down. Not a much gain on that return. The Wolverines offense comes on the field to open this game. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
You know, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Movement here from the tight end. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So Penn State's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game for guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Back to throw. It's Aller. Fires it to the wideout. That's caught. It's Ross. The defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Hits the ground. It's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. A great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Makes a quick grab. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The Nittany Lions line up with a first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Then they come up with something here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Klein. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for a man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Caught over the middle. It's McCullough. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Cannot escape. It's a sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The sure hands. It's Marsh. He's found some room at the 45. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Ball handed off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I love to see defenses be aggressive. They dial up the heat on this play, brought the linebacker on the blitz, and they get to the quarterback.
So out comes the field goal team from a long way out. They are putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. I missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Moves left out of the pocket. Extending the play now. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Scanning the field. It's Allen. Grab down the middle. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to chuck it again. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And test the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today. Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense in a split backfield now. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Running out of time in the pocket. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6. The Nittany Lions hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he backs into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Try to add to the lead now to the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Michigan offense comes back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They'll run it to the right side. Gets the first and still running. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Completion to the tight end. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Motion now from the tight end. Here comes a handoff. Running with purpose. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. After missing a field goal on their last drive, they got to do something here on third down to even get into field goal range. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Well, they go with the out route here, but they're going to be short of the sticks. I'm not sure what the plan was, but the quarterback and the receiver have to understand the situation a little bit better. Now it's 4th and short.
End zone ahead, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Makes the catch. It's Ross. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost...
And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Touchdown, Penn State. They connect for 6. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver are perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And they'll pick up the 1st down, stop at the 27.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the defense able to hold in there to a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
Swarm with a pass rush. He's sacked.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but we stop short of the 1st down. The Wolverines will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To the air, it's Allen. Finds his man, it's Allen. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in a process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Just time enough for one more play in the half. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. That'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And they make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? To throw, it's Allen. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the game just good enough for a first down.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On first down, it's play action. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. Looking to throw. It's Keene.
Now they swarm him again.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. A solid run, good for first down yardage.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Headed for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Looking to throw here. Caught in the backfield. It's McCulley. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab behind the line, it's Marshall. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Looking to pass, it's Aller. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, Chris, give him credit. It was nice technique to be able to hold on for that catch and stay in bounds, but he didn't go very far.
Looks right for a quick completion. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Let's it fly to the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Solid gain on the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. This is the 6th play on the drive. It's a shotgun run call. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision and giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
There's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The offense really clicking here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And then first down, right back to the running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Testing the right side here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to pass. It's Eller. Defense is coming after him. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pump over the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the mark. That completion sets up an important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead.
And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Morgan. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Only play of the drive, could throw to the left. They stopped them after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Caught behind the line is Bell. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. He's a first and 10 play. Looking for some space. It's Marshall. Moves the ball up to the 30. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the second down play. To the air, it's Keene. Grab down the middle, it's Prescorn. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The Wolverines will have first and 10 here. Grab behind the line, it's Bell. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of it.
He's in the clear. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
But his tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. We flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds when the defense was short of the first down marker. Now it's second down here. Leaning on the run game here. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening them. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Picks up 2, so it's second and 8. It's always a special year, and after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.